Well, you can see a lot of brilliant yellow color here in our perennial bed, and probably the one getting most of the attention just because of its height is one of the cultivars of Coreopsis. Again, it's pretty tall there, bright yellow color, but the one I actually want to show you today and bring your attention to is one that's a little bit smaller and obviously a little bit paler yellow color. It's not quite as orange. And this is actually one of the evening primroses. Now, the genus species of this particular one is called Oenothera tetragona, and it's actually spelled a little bit different, but you can pronounce the genus Oenothera or Oenothera. But this one actually is a little bit unique for a couple of reasons. First of all, it blooms mostly through the day. Now, a lot of the evening primroses, just like the name implies, blooms later in the evening, through the nighttime, or early morning. This one, again, you can see it's wide open here in the heat of the day, and that's quite impressive. But probably even more impressive is the fact that this one grows more upright. A lot of the native ones to Oklahoma and some that we've tried here at the studio gardens have a tendency again to spread and take over the garden. And this one, again, is more of a clumping bush type, and we're quite impressed with its upright growth. Now again, there's probably 6 or more that are native to Oklahoma. As you're driving along the side of the roads this time of year, you'll probably see the most common one, which is a pink or a whitish color. It's referred to as evening or the showy or common evening primrose. It's Oenothera speciosa. It can get anywhere from 1 to 3 feet depending on where you'll find it located. Also, it'll be growing in pastures from time to time, and once they're through blooming, you'll see a little seed capsule that is the seed pod where it reseeds itself each year. And this is the one that we've had in the garden that literally took over, and as a result we had to kill it out because it was spreading so aggressively. And it, just like all the Oenotheras, will bloom anywhere from, say, May through July. Now there's also another one that's getting a lot of attention when you go to the garden centers because of its giant yellow flower. It's Oenothera macrocarpa, but believe it or not, one time this species was Oklahomaensis and Missouriensis, but now it's macrocarpa. It's more native to Missouri, although you will find it in the state of Oklahoma too. So really it's just native to the plain states. Again, it has a larger yellow flower that turns a yellowish orange color as it matures or when it fades. Same bloom period, sometimes even a little bit later, maybe in August. And the seed pod is quite large as well, but I've got this one growing at home. But again, it blooms more in the evening and morning, so it's not quite as showy during the daytime. And like all perennials, the first year it was a little small. Once it gets established, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Now, let's think about the Oenothera overall as far as pest problems. Well, sometimes you'll find some tomato hornworm problems. You're familiar with those on our tomatoes, the big green worm with the horn-like structure on it. They will like chewing on these, especially on the flower right when it gets ready to open. So when the flower opens, you'll see these big holes in it. And then you'll notice, especially on the Missouri one, it has a little bit of leaf spot on it, which is a fungus disease, but really it doesn't seem to affect its growth habit. It just discolors the foliage a little bit. And again, remember the type that you want to plant and where you're going to plant it, because some of them can be quite aggressive and spread. So you may want to look at this one, again, that's tetragona, for an option. And really it's more native to the eastern states, but a great selection of them, and they're quite easy to find at your local garden center.